At Manhattan University, a graduate degree is not out of reach. You'll gain real-world skills, credentials employers value, and connections to New York City's top companies. Choose from their new Master of Science degrees in Healthcare Informatics, Digital Marketing and Analytics, Business Analytics, or Financial Analytics, all built around hands-on learning and industry partnerships. Graduate ready to lead, not just work. Take the next step at manhattan.edu/graduate. Manhattan University. Lead the future.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Kill another soldier now.
Al-Qassam, you make us proud.
Al-Qassam, you make us proud.
Kill another soldier now.
Kill another soldier now.
Al-Qassam, you make us proud.
Al-Qassam, you make us proud.
Kill another soldier now.
We will honor Khomeini.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
We will honor Khomeini.
We will honor Khomeini.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
We will honor Khomeini.
We will honor Khomeini.
Welcome, my friends, to your Saturday morning extravaganza, the Saturday morning vibe. The sounds that you heard introducing the program this morning come from New York City. They come from walking distance. It's a long walk, but, and I've done it, by the way, walking distance from where the World Trade Center was taken down, the Twin Towers, and where terrorists killed over 3,000 Americans on September 11th in the terrorist attacks. Those sounds, kill another soldier now, they're talking about our military. Honoring Ayatollah Khomeini. That was all happening in Zohran Mamdani's New York City. Of course, those protesters, and I'm not blaming them on Mamdani, don't get me wrong, but he's the mayor now. Every single one of them should be identified. If any of them are here on a visa, it should be revoked and they should be sent out of the country. But you're violating their freedom of speech. They don't have freedom of speech if they're guests. To actually, it's a privilege and an honor to be invited as a guest into the United States. It's not a right, and they should be sent home, sent packing. We have a longer version of that protest that took place. It was a vigil for Ayatollah Khomeini and for the regime in New York City. It is disgraceful. And, of course, you hear them urging, as you heard, kill another soldier now, kill American military. I hope the State Department of the United States paying very close attention. The video footage should be studied. Every single thing to learn about every single one of these protesters should be learned. 800-848-9222 is the number to reach us. If you're interested in calling in this morning, 800-848-9222 is how you get a hold of us. Last week, this time, we were talking about the war with Iran, the military action, if you prefer, the conflict. Woke up early that morning a week ago, and everything that we had planned for the show out the window because, and that's not about this, that's because of events that were so quickly moving. And excellent. We were able to bring you up-to-date information. We hope to continue to do so about what is taking place overseas. In fact, there have been some developments overnight. There was an apology, actually, from the Iranian president to the nations that they have been attacking in the region. He apologized for it, says they're not going to attack any more nations in the region unless they are attacked by those nations. And that is because I believe their attacks on other nations have just united them. That happened this morning. Iran's President Mossad Pezeshkian said in a televised address that Iran would no longer attack neighboring countries after Iran had been launching rockets and drones at other Gulf states. Almost immediately, however, in Qatar and Bahrain, air raid sirens were going off as incoming were coming in. So no one knows whether yet, do you trust their word? Other things happening, some of which we hope to get to today, including the ouster of Kristi Noem. She's going to become an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, an envoy of S.H.I.E.L.D. But S.H.I.E.L.D. of the Americas. She's going over to S.H.I.E.L.D. And I have mixed feelings about that. By the way, we're making moves in Latin America that are not being covered. We carried out a joint strike on a narco-terrorist network in Ecuador. I read an article, I don't have it in front of me, it was from one of the nations in the Caribbean. I want to say it's Costa Rica, but it may not be. One of the nations there where they said, look, we don't want to become a drug trafficking hub down here. They look at Mexico and the cartels. They said, we don't want cartels to overrun us like they've done that. And so they've expressed willingness to work with the United States of America to prevent that happening. Bolivia, article today about Bolivia changing their stance with the United States. There is so much to unpack with what's going on in the world today. I'm looking forward to catching up with Princess Diana today. It's been such a busy week. I haven't connected with her much this week, and I feel like a void in my life when that happens. But it is just so much has been going on. So I'm looking forward to catching up with Princess Diana. America's small caffeinated mom, Rhonda Schrock, is going to be here. You know, Rhonda's son sent me a really interesting text about Kristi Noem. And I'd like to get into that too. Rhonda's son, Gabe. And I really want to address it because, look, I got to tell you, when we get to Kristi Noem, I've liked Kristi Noem from the very beginning when she was governor of South Dakota. I am really disappointed to see the way that things have worked out for her. And I say that, and I say with respect of the fact that I really like her, that a lot of it's her own doing. And I hope that she can recover from it, learn from it, and just become, and kind of get back to the Kristi Noem that excited everybody in the beginning for her clear, level-headed thinking and the way that she presented herself. I think she kind of got lost. Again, I say that as I don't know whether she considers me a friend, but I've talked with Kristi Noem before. I like Kristi Noem very, very much. I'm disappointed, very disappointed in what has transpired. But, you know, this is politics. And sometimes people mature. They mature. We don't all do the right thing. Look at our own lives. How many of us have gone through life and reached the ages that we reach, whatever that age is, and say we haven't screwed up? Now, when you're in public, your screw-ups are public. When you screw up and you're just, you know, nobody really cares except those that you hurt or those that are affected by it, then, okay, but she's public, and her screw-ups are public. They don't have to be the end of the story. By the way, that rally in New York, the pro-Khomeini rally, that pro-Khomeini rally had a little bit of blood attached. The bloody fight broke out in New York City at this vigil for the Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. In fact, we have a longer version of that cut that we played for you that if we have time, we'll play it. A video showed a man attempting to pull down a poster of Khomeini when a man wearing a SpongeBob t-shirt punched him in the face. Then others began fighting. The vigil featured a makeshift memorial table covered with Palestinian keffiyeh, scarves, candles, photos of Khomeini, with an observer describing the scene as the People's Republic of New York. Meanwhile, nearby counter-protesters waved Iranian, American, and Israeli flags.
The James Golden Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best our nation has to offer, especially when it comes to healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families' health. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.